making sure that I could see chats and stuff. How's your day going? Can you hear me all right? Okay. I think I can see everything. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Can you guys hear me? Doing pretty good. Slept in a bit accidentally. Hearing you good. My day pretty good. How about yours? You wore the ears. I did. I don't know if you could see it though, because I have my window open. I try to use as much like natural light as possible because you know, I don't want to be in the dark with like fluorescent lighting. It actually bothers my eyes. So I normally have light on, but let me see. Hold on. Give you 1 second. I don't know if you could see it. I do have them on. Can you see the light? I don't know if you can. They should be glowing from one color to another. Hi, workaholic. How are you today? Living and breathing. Thank you for welcoming and coming in. Natural light to help better natural beauty shine brighter. Oh, thank you. From your post. Oh, thank you for joining me, Everastic. I think I'm saying that right. So, I don't know if you guys can see it, but these are the light up ones. Those are the light up ones that I have. This is one of them. The other one I didn't charge it. So, yeah. Good, good. That is the coolest keyboard. Oh, my keyboard? I realized that you could kind of see it right now. Yeah, what's it called? My husband saw that my PC was just not working that well. I had like his hand-me-down PC, if I'm being honest with you, and like we ended up I ended up filling it up with stuff for work and stuff. And all of a sudden it started going too slow for him. He was like, "You're not really getting a chance to like really play your games in the right way." So he was like, "I'm just going to go ahead and try to see if I can update it." So for Christmas, he was able to get this PC on sale. He always says that when he doesn't want to admit how much he spent on something. So but nevertheless, let me get my game started here. So I don't know if you guys can hear the audio. Let me know if you guys can't hear. But before we get into it, remember, this is my daughter's profile, okay? So I'm going to see how far I could get here. I know that to unlock Dazzle Beach, if I remember correctly, I have to get through Peaceful Meadow. So we're going to try to see if we can perhaps get that orb over there. I'm pretty sure we can, but we're going to see that. But other than that, how's everybody doing today? Welcome in, Sunflower. How are you today? Let's see what goodies she has. Because... oh, man. I forgot to, like, log into her profile. I forgot to log into her profile to get everything for, like, everything for, the special event. So she didn't get the hi, how are you today, Sunflower? I didn't get her the thing for when you feed the capybara. Oops. She doesn't know. She doesn't know. She's okay. Let's see. I should probably drop some stuff in my house for right now. So, one thing I will tell you is that when I start up the profile, I don't necessarily go and buy any, like, storage containers or anything. My main mission with her profile especially is just to make sure that I unlock everything first. Because, of course, this is my daughter's profile. And she's 6 years old, okay? And she gets upset at the whole fact that she has to play on my profile to be able to play with certain characters. So, I made a deal with her. I was like, look, I will play on your profile and I will try to unlock everything, but you have to make sure that you don't get tempted to getting characters out of the Dreamlight Castle. So this is the thing though. Like, I personally wish I knew this, and I said it to my sister beforehand when she started playing, that I usually recommend that if you can, try to unlock all of your world first. I wish I knew to unlock as much of this as possible before you go into the Dreamlight Castle and start buying characters. I know that the first 3 characters that you get give you additional additional help, but it's still not the number one thing I go. Same girl, same. The reason why I say that is because you want to make sure that you unlock everything first, because then when you have those special events that pop up, like Star Pass, you are able to actually go to different areas to get what you need. Because I'm pretty sure you guys know you're gonna have to mine for those certain gemstones, white gemstones, which is diamonds, which is the last part of the map that you unlock. So that is why I usually suggest, hey, if you want to get the most out of what you can from your Dreamlight Valley experience and not feel like you're missing out, definitely try to do that. So that is essentially the mission I have with her, with her profile. And then aside from that, anything I have extra that I don't need right now, I'm definitely selling so that I can essentially just make sure that she has enough money. So, like, right now I'm not building anything for her or anything like that. So everything gets sold. That's my rule of thumb. You could disagree with me. I totally understand. But this is my suggestion, especially if you're starting a new profile and you have not played Dreamlight Valley. Only because you get super excited that you get characters, and then if you don't have enough Dreamlight, you're not going to be able to unlock certain things. Oh, I just realized I have like stuff here. We need all that Dreamlight possible. And she cheated though, because I think you guys saw last week, she actually did get Moana. This girl got Moana. She unlocked her door. But what makes me laugh is she unlocks the door and she doesn't do anything because she doesn't realize that she has to bring them over to her valley, because there's some storyline you have to do with her. So she's like, I don't understand why Moana's not in my in my game. And I'm like, don't worry, we will fix that. But before we even get into the characters with Moana, let's take a look at our quest and get into our story quest, so that we can kind of like reach the next level for the Orb of Friendship. Because once we get that Orb of Friendship going, welcome in Eduardo and Rhonda. Once we get that Orb of Friendship going, then we could go ahead and essentially, what is it called? Unlock the, what's it called? What's that thing called? Dazzle Beach. I already forgot. Alright, so let's take a look here. And we need a friend that needs to be leveled up. So let's see. My favorite way of checking this stuff is definitely through collections. You could set it up however you want. These are all the characters. Of course, you know that this is where you can kind of take inventory of who you have and who you still need to get. But in case you're new to Dreamlight Valley, this is also where you're going to be able to go to essentially take a look. So Merlin is level 6. And if you ever forget who does what, you could actually come over here and see what you assigned each of them to do, which is going to be, this one's going to be hangout bonus. It's going to be crops. I went too far. And I have him at level 6, so that's not... Let's actually go do Mickey. Ooh, I didn't even realize how many costumes Mickey has. So, we're going to go over to Mickey. Ooh! Another thing, too, is if you get rain, take advantage of that rain. We're going to come back over here, but we're going to create a little... I call all my farming area banks, if I'm being honest with you. My profile, I have a whole, like, pumpkin patch. And that's all of one of my floating islands. We're going to hang out. I always do. Yeah, you want to take advantage of that rain that you have. Oh, reminds me, Lapella, I gotta check my pumpkins. Wait, did I ask him to come with me? Yeah, okay. So now we're gonna go and try to level up Mickey, and this is a perfect time because we're gonna go and another thing, if you have not heard me say this before, I always try to make sure that most of my characters, when they reach level 2, to level them up as fast as I can, so that I could access their story faster instead of having to go one by one. I do technically make sure that all of them are gardeners. And then as you progress in the game, you'll have the option to craft little books, like spell books. And those spell books kind of turn into, can help you change the assignment for each of those characters. So, however, in my daughter's case, since my main thing right now is to make sure that she has enough money to unlock a lot of things, I am opting to kind of like make her characters, if they're not gardeners, they're going to be... Oh, thank you for liking the live, Crystal. I'm making my characters not only be farmers, but I'm also making some of them miners so that I could go mine and get as many gems as possible so that I could go sell those as well. Level 8. Nice. I will say, I haven't actually posted the video I wanted to post about my assumptions of who's behind the door recently. But with the whole announcement, if you have not seen already, we're going to be able to level up our character from level 40 to level 50. Now, I personally think that this is going to be tied a little bit to whoever's behind that door. And the reason why I say that is because not only have people been asking to be able to level up past 40. Yeah! I don't know necessarily when that's going to go live. Welcome in, Essence Valley. I don't necessarily know when that's going to go live, but I do know... Oh, thank you for liking the live. I do know that that was one of the tweets that they sent out, and it's essentially letting you know that we're probably going to be able to... They haven't, like, confirmed it, but we know what that means. The tweet was everyone knows. I think it's everyone knows 50 is the new 40. So that's why the assumption is that we're going to be able to level up to level 50 our characters. And the reason why I associate that to the character that's behind that mystery door is because I have a strong suspicion, and nobody's going to take me away from this suspicion, that this character that is waiting behind that door for us is going to be an in-game character, okay? I personally think it's going to be an in-game character that is kind of like the forgetting, and that essentially, I personally think it's seeing as how you talk about mischief and mayhem. Um, I personally think that it's going to be a version of you as a kid when, you know, we would throw tantrums, or because of what we wanted to do, we would get ourselves into some trouble just to make sure that we were able to get our way, that type of stuff. I don't necessarily think that we have covered that in the storyline, because the Forgotten, you know, I personally think that the Forgotten is more like your whole essence of childhood and the loss of your innocence, right? Um, Wish Blossom kind of featured more and like focused more on dreams and your innate way of being a kid and wishing and dreaming of wanting to do this, wishing you and wanting you wanted to do that. So, because that was the last theme that we had with Wish Blossom Ranch, if you have that DLC, I personally think that this update is going to have that character come in that we're going to essentially see, well, why did we stop dreaming? Why did we stop wishing that we could do X, Y, and Z? Welcome in, Margaret. And to me, the way that you kind of get there is by exploring that mischievous side of you. The mischievous side that, realistically speaking, as you grow up, it's the side that realizes that life is not roses. It's essentially the part of you that you want something so bad, you're going to try to do everything you want to do. Thank you. I think it's a good thought. I feel like sometimes like I make people think, okay, maybe that's a good thought. I think I have thought about this too much, if I'm being honest with you. I think I have put too much thought into it, and maybe perhaps I definitely am overthinking it. But I think that this is definitely going to be one of those characters that is going to come in. And the reason why I associate this with the announcement that we're going to be able to start leveling up to level 50, because it's part of the actual storyline, or like a continuation of the storyline, and it's a continuation of the in-game characters. I think that that's why they're also kind of taking this opportunity to make that a possibility for you to level up while you're going through this storyline with the character. So of course we know we can level up with doing just regular things, but I think that there's going to be some milestones that we're going to be able to hit with this, you know, new storyline that's going to come about, that is also going to help us understand what is the new stuff that we can do to level up. Because imagine if all of a sudden, they haven't announced this, so don't, this is my speculation and this is just my kind of guess, but imagine if they gave us a new royal tool. Like, you would need a storyline to be able to start using that tool, right? Lunch is almost over, so I'll be taking you all with me. Your last log check. Yay! We're gonna go on a trip, you guys. That would be great. If you had another tool, what would it be? Like, we have gardening, fishing. You know, I personally think that this would be one of those things that, Chef Zilla, welcome in. I personally think that right now they're setting up the game to do one of two things. Either they're going to be announcing a new DLC soon, because by this time we would get an announcement. That's around the same time that we got Isle, we got Vale, and we got Ranch, right? They started announcing it around this time so that we were prepared to buy it back in, like, in September, October time frame. We know Hercules. I'm expecting them to go live and make some announcements next week as far as what gameplay and what we can expect of the Hercules door, because it looks like it's going to be a door, so it's not just going to be kind of like Peter Pan last year. We went to Skull Rock. Welcome in, Karen. And let's see, who was the last character we got? I can't think right now. Oh, yeah. So they confirmed that it's gonna be a door, and we all know that that's gonna be Hercules. Who knows? Maybe we do end up seeing like a little welcome in, Ethan. Hey, how are ya? Maybe perhaps we do end up going to the castle and we end up seeing. Good, that's great. Do you play Dreamlight Valley? We might end up seeing like Hercules, you know, lightning symbol on that door that we all are like, who's the Dream Reaver? But I don't know. I still don't think that it's anybody character wise. If it is character wise, I do hope that we get a different character, someone we're not expecting, as far as like the speculations of Dr. Facilier and Madame Mim are still high up there for me. Welcome in, Night. I don't have on my iPad. You do have it on your iPad, or you don't have it on your iPad? Do you like playing on iOS? I know that I've tried giving it a try, and I personally don't really like it on iOS. But then again, I kind of like go back and forth between my PC and Xbox, so I like having it on Xbox. Cloud gaming too. It's a plus. Welcome in, Roxanne. I think it's Roxanne. I don't know. There's like a line right where my chat is. If you're just joining me right now, this is a new valley that I'm kind of working on. I am working on this one for my daughter. She is 6 years old, and she always gets stuck as far as being able to progress. Because, unfortunately, she knows how to read, but it's definitely something new. So I made a deal with her, and I told her, hey, if you promise me you're not just going to go up to the castle and buy everything, I could definitely get you some progress. And it all started because she was like, ooh, I want this. It was one of the star paths, and we could only get to a certain point because she didn't have anything unlocked. So I was like, okay, we need to make some changes here. Are you up for it or not? So that is now the thing. Let's see here. We're just gonna skip that. So I won't really be doing much decorating, but even if you follow me and you see when I'm doing my original gameplay, like on my profile, you usually don't see me like decorating and stuff. I'm more worried about like making sure that I have enough resources. Okay. We're getting a lot. And then here, when it comes to her stuff, I don't know why it keeps telling me. I decided that I'm not going to even try. Like, if I make it and I'm able to do certain things for her on this star path, then great. But I know that I'm not going to be able to unlock anything for her. It's too late. And she doesn't have much things around, so that doesn't help. Okay. Let's see. We need to make him level 3, and I think level 5. So we're gonna eat this, and we're gonna go ahead and offer you one. Let's see here. So Crystal, did you think of your questions? I gave you homework yesterday. Oh boy, that's nice. Yay, level 3. Woot. We got level 3. We got level 3. Okay, we're gonna go over here. And I didn't take advantage of the rain. I don't know what's going on. We're just gonna try to do that real quick. And as a reminder, if for some reason TT decides to kick me out because it looks like it's about to do something, it already gave me one notification. It already gave me one notification, you guys. Remember, you could always find me on other socials, and you could always stop in and say hola. Because, I don't know. This is going to kick me out, I think. It's been a while since TT has kicked me out. Welcome in, Brooke. How are you today? What happened? What did I miss? I don't know. I got a notification. You know how it's Hail Kitchen, come in, welcome in. You know how yesterday it sounded like it was like a call or something? I got that again, and I don't know. It supposedly said that I had a misconnection. I don't know if it was my internet or not, but you're commenting, so I guess I'm here. I don't know. I'm just waiting for this to kind of kick me out again. Let's just be honest. Alright. Let's plant this. Welcome back, Sunflower. Welcome in all. So living and breathing. Do you have to go to another location? Welcome in, Jen Lee. I am working on my daughter's profile. Because she's 6. And she can't get past the storyline. So therefore I made a deal. She already got Moana, but our deal is that she's not gonna unlock any more doors just so that I can make sure that I can unlock the rest of the areas for her. No, I started at a hidden office and now I'm at my new property. I want to cook, but I'm not hungry. You want to cook, but you're not hungry? Then still cook, because you're going to be hungry later. And sometimes, okay, hear me out. Sometimes when you cook, then it makes you hungry. Or it doesn't make you hungry because you're tasting your food, so therefore you're like, well, you know what? I'm good. Yay! We leveled it up. One more level. One more level. Woo! What do you want to cook? Do you need inspiration? You should make a fried rice. I ate about 30 minutes to an hour ago. It's food. You could, snacking. I snack all the time. Before going live, I decided that I was going to eat something. And it was probably the worst thing I could do because now I feel like I'm starting to get hungry again. So I don't know how long we're going to be live today, guys. But I had some barbecue. I had brisket. I had a chicken wing. And then I had mac and cheese. I'm not that venturous. What do you mean that venturous? Barbecue? Or fried rice? You should make fried rice. Fried rice is easy. I should probably, I should definitely, be like, hey, you want me to give you a tutorial on fried rice? Just get a can of Spam, okay? Get, do you have a rice maker? You should have a rice maker. Everybody should have a rice maker. It saves you, a good half an hour for food. I don't know. I'm Hispanic and I can't really make rice if I'm being honest with you. Like I remember as a kid, I would see my mom and like make the rice over the stove. I can't do that. So yeah, I'm a Hispanic that can't really make rice. For the longest time, my husband actually trolled me on that. Me either. You can't make rice either. For now, it's just breakfast food. Oh, that you can make. So huevos. Like, do you get like, really into it with like huevos rancheros, or are you just making scrambled eggs? Now I need to know. You lost your touch. Have you not been making enough rice, or did you rely so much on a rice maker? Or is that why you usually have somebody else make your rice? And for now, keep it in mind that I'm just starting to cook. Oh, see, I didn't know that. I thought that since you were like talking about doing culinary, I thought that you have been cooking for a while and you wanted to. So yeah, girl, don't go to culinary. We could definitely like get you some tutorials by other people that can give you ideas of what you can do. All right, let's level up this bitch. No, girl, I wish. Ooh, you know what? Where is it? I think just for you, I'll make a special series. Let me show you real quick. We're gonna let Mickey catch up real quick. So just for you, I think I should definitely go into mom mode and finally like do this content idea that I've had, where it's like I have these, okay? It says Instapot quick and easy recipes. Okay? This is why I have someone else make my rice. Now I know. So I got this at a discount store and I bought it. I think I ended up with the discount because the tin is like kind of like dented or whatever. But like I was like, ooh, my sister loves to cook off of her crock pot, and like when she makes food, we just have like an assortment of different crock pots, okay? Cuz that's the type of cook that she is. I'm like actually on the stove and cooking. I think my internet is wonky. Yeah, probably, especially if you're like in storage. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh, what have I started? Oh yeah. Okay. So, I have been thinking that I just want to start making some of these recipes that are in here, okay? And I seriously just want to have a camera on my Instapot because we do have an Instapot. But essentially, some of these recipes you could use like crock pots, and you could actually do it on whatever. So I think that this is like inspiration, right? So like if I go to poultry, listen to this. Doesn't that look good? It looks good, right? So why not show you how you can make this in your Instapot? So this says right here, this is Mushu turkey. 1 jar plum sauce divided. See, I didn't even know that I would have to have like special ingredients for that. It does look yummy, right? And it's like little wraps. So see, I have been thinking that I just want to go through every single one of these recipes and make it inside of my Instapot. And I think just for you, just so that you could have these recipes too, I'll probably start doing that. You tell me what you think. Do you want me to do this? Let's see. I just hate that I can't cook with bell pepper and shrimp. Are you allergic? Allergic to both. Oh, wow. Yeah, we think my sister is allergic to bell peppers. My husband's allergic to shrimp. Shellfish. So, yeah, we usually have to, like, keep that in mind. Oh, and another thing is if you only have the plaza and the peaceful meadow, one of the top things I love to like um harvest and sell is definitely lettuce because you actually get a good profit out of it. Let's take a look. If I remember correctly, it's lettuce. So you get 8 coins. Even though the carrots are probably better, right? Because it gives you 44 coins. Because then you could, like, if you have a multitude of it, it'll give you extra, like, you'll be able to sell it for more. Because, like, wheat, it grows fast, but you only get 2 cents. But when it comes to the lettuce, it grows as fast. I want to say it grows as fast as the wheat, but you get 4 coins more. If you're okay waiting, definitely do the carrots. Carrots are the way to go. And the funny part is that my dad used to call me shrimp. Oh my god, that is too cute. That's actually pretty funny and cute. All right, let's plan up some of these again. That's actually pretty funny and cute. Let me see something. I keep getting notifications and I don't know what they are. Okay, there we go. Yay! Level 5! We did it! And we didn't even have to look. Did you see that? We did it. We did it. We did it. No, how did that song go? Isn't it like Dora that used to sing that song? I think it was Dora. Dora the Explorer. Actually, I never saw that show. My niece did. Yay! Okay, so we're going to be able to continue with our story. We're first going to go ahead and plant this. Let's just finish planting it. Make sure that we have enough that we can go ahead and like do later, or like harvest later. Continue leveling up our characters. But remember, our mission is to try to get as much of this unlocked as possible. Welcome in, Princess Gothic Anna. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. How's your day going? Eddie Games, welcome in, welcome in. Let's see. I am currently working on my daughter's profile. We had to restart her game because she realized that whenever we have like special dream star pats and stuff, she can't get the cool special decorations because she decided, thank you, Princess Gothic. She realized that she couldn't get any of the fancy stuff that we got on a seasonal basis because she doesn't have anything unlocked on her valley. So it kind of makes doing those duties pretty hard. I play Dreamlight Valley on my Nintendo Switch. Ooh, you know, I had it on my Switch, but then I forgot what happened. I don't remember why, but like I think I lost my Switch to my daughter. And essentially I stopped playing on Switch, but I have it on Xbox and Cloud Gaming. I didn't get the updated one for the Switch 2. I do have a Switch 2, and I basically got that Switch 2 for Pocopia. But I was actually considering getting, you know, getting this one on Switch as well, just so that I have more than just Pocopia to play on the go. Alright, I need to make sure I get, like, let's do a conga line. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Got distracted. How long have you been playing Princess Gothic? You'll notice that I get a little kind of sidetracked. But he wasn't talking to me. I can give your daughter my friendship code for a long time. Oh yeah, I can give your daughter my friendship code. Let's get there first, cause we seriously had to like restart her. We had already Vanellope here, and then I had her visiting my profile, but we weren't able to kind of do anything with that because she kept on using her dream light for the stuff in the castle. So that was number one. And second, I would totally appreciate it, but I can't use dream teams yet. So I'll let you know when we get there. It's not unlocked yet. At least I don't think so. At least the last time I checked. Let me check. Yeah, it's not ready yet. Um, so she would come over to my valley and I would give her all the like everything that she needed to kind of move forward. But then she's 6 years old right now. So could you imagine playing Dreamlight Valley? Like she plays and she goes and looks for the character she wants to hang out with, and she makes up her whole. If you need dream teams, let me know. I will let you know. I will let you know. Crystal, I know that I owe you a code too, so don't worry. I still remember that. I just haven't played on my profile. Uh, but she essentially couldn't read and didn't understand that she had to get through the story to be able to unlock all these characters. So she started playing on my profile more than her profile. And I was like, why did you just choose to do that? And she's like, because you have all these characters and I don't, and you have all these areas and I don't. And so we kind of like sat down and we talked about it, and we realized that the problem is that she doesn't have any dreamlight, and she also can't read it so that she can move forward with the storyline and actually play. So, but I don't mind playing on her profile because realistically speaking, I love the story, like the whole storyline. And I feel that I kind of didn't really give much attention to it, even though I understand what kind of went on. I feel like I missed out on a couple of things because I was kind of like skimming through the conversation. But I love the storyline of this, so I'm totally looking forward to like unlocking everything for her again. You've accomplished a great feat nurturing your friendships, Jade. The village will be all the better for it. Yay! Well, come on. Come on. No time to dilly-dally. We must go back to the pillar, recover the orb, and lift the curse of the meadow. Like, she had been, like, we had her profile available for like probably a whole year, and she was playing off of her profile for about a year. She had every single character because like from the Dream Castle, because yay! Welcome in, Erica. She thank you for liking the live. She would unlock everything, like she would have her babysitter do certain things for her and help her with certain things, but she didn't think to ask her to help her with essentially reading the game and moving forward in the game. That's okay though. She's 6. It happens. Yay! We did it! I finally hit my first milestone with this profile. Welcome in, Robin. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Okay. Let's see. Go check out the well in the meadow. Ooh. Moonstones. Yes, please. Talk to Merlin about the well.
Well, hello?
Stupendous! You succeeded. The well is free of the curse. You know the old ruler used the wells to travel by magic around the village from well to well. I prefer to wander. I like to go where I'm going fast. Yeah.
Excellent.
That sounds risky. Let's see. Then you'll no doubt find the well around the village is useful. But don't forget to take time and wander now and then. You never know what mysteries you might uncover. Yeah, I feel like I missed out on a lot of like little secrets like that. Speaking of wondering, replace the orb of friendship removed by the dark magic from the giant night thorns blocking the way to the rest of the valley. If you gather enough dreamlight, you can get rid of the giant night thorns and explore further. Okay, so I should be able to like unlock Dazzle Beach now, I think. Welcome in, Katie. How are you today? And in time, we should be able to discover what happened to the others who stayed behind. I seem to remember that when the valley fell into chaos, the sea witch by the beach stayed by the beach. Did you say sea witch? Sounds like my kind of lady. Sounds like a good place to start. Sounds scary. I don't know. Let's go with my kind of lady. Thank you for the likes, Katie. Hey, doing okay. Hope you're doing well. Yes, I'm doing well. I had a little moment earlier today. I kind of like broke down. I went for a drive, and then I went to I went to a Lego and cafe that's near me, and I bought some pieces that I need for this little custom bricky that I'm making right now, and that just made my day a little better. Like sometimes we have those days. I don't know if I dreamt something kind of like, that had me thinking when I woke up. Um, but definitely I was having some kind of day, and now I'm here and I feel much better. It's been that kind of day. Yeah, I swear everyone I've talked to has said the same thing about that. I don't know. I feel like maybe perhaps I went down a rabbit hole with just everything going on. I went to this, I opened up my refrigerator last night. Okay, I think this is where it started off. I'm going to tell you a little story. I believe it all started because I opened up my fridge last night. I have two kids. Both of them were asleep, and I was like, okay, time to eat something because I have second dinner when they go to sleep because otherwise my son does not let me eat dinner. So I have second dinner when they go to bed. So I opened up the fridge, and I saw that we had the milk is starting to run low. And for some reason, I feel like I go to Costco because I know that the same amount of money that I'm going to spend on the milk there, because we go through stages. Sometimes we drink milk really fast, sometimes we take our time, but then on top of that, for some reason, the organic whole milk that comes in the carton doesn't give my husband like bad stomach issues. So we usually always go for organic in the carton, okay, and not the big jugs, not the big gallon. And so when you go to Costco where we are, it's seven. Last time it was 7.18 for three of them, and I think opening that fridge and seeing that I was gonna have to go buy milk, I just started thinking to myself. I was like, well, I have to go to Costco, and then I have to buy gas. We all know what's going on with gas prices right now. And then from there, I feel like I went down a spiral of just how much money we have been hemorrhaging, and it's been kind of hard. Yes, I just want to get put to work and get to bed and play. Yeah, that's how I've been feeling too, Ruben. Like, I feel like the more I think about it, and I'm like, oh, crap. Like, I don't even want to like go out anywhere because then I start thinking that it's money spending. Yes, 1000%. You feel on. I feel you on that right now. Yeah. And so I think that put me in a bad mood when I went to sleep, and when I woke up, I don't know what I dreamt about. Welcome in, Avery. I don't know what I might have dreamt. Hi, lovely Jones. I don't know what I was probably dreaming that when I woke up, I was like in a funk. And Natty, welcome in. And I had a conversation about this with my husband, and I seriously broke down and I started crying and I welled up, and I don't even know how that happened. And I was like, ugh, and I was thinking of going and like streaming and playing. And then I was like, you know what? I need to go for a drive. So I went for a drive. I went to go get myself a coffee, and I got these cool pieces that I need for the little bricky that I'm working on. And I don't know. I think just going, oh, thank you for your daily heart, Berta Spot. How are you today? Real life problems. We all feel you, girl. Thank you, Brittany. Berta's Spot. Hi, doll. How are ya? Yeah, definitely just hitting me. And then, like, I know Crystal is one that has heard these woes, but like recently I have submitted applications and stuff, and you know, it's that grind of like submitting applications and not hearing back because the job market is trash. So, Berta, it's been a day, and it's only like 3 o'clock where I am right now. But thank you for stopping in. I saw you on the on TikTok shop, and I was like, oh, Berta. We work to live, not work to play anymore. I know, and that's exactly what I told my husband too. That I used to pride myself, and I tried to make sure that I had enough knowledge and enough gusto in my personal career that if anything were to happen, I'm not saying that he's gonna leave me. I'm not saying that he's gonna die or anything like that. But like something as simple as him getting hurt at any point in time, he's like the main bread giver, like main person that gets paid. I can't think right now. And just thank you for the follow, Katie. Um, and just knowing that I had worked so hard to put myself in a position that I had a great, you know, profession, and right now it seriously feels that if all goes to shit, I can't help my family whatsoever because of how trash the job market is. And even like that, like like, you know, mathematically speaking, for you to actually keep up with how prices are, you have to be making at least $64 an hour for minimum wage to actually count as minimum wage and for it to be good. Life is so hard. Try to manage your stress somehow, love. Sometimes our times are rough for everyone, it seems. It is, and it's just kind of crazy because if minimum wage for you to actually have a good, like, you know, good stability in your life should be $65 an hour. And the most you could get some places at starting is 15. Like, we're so behind, and it just, I don't know, it really did put me in a certain spot of mind frame that I was like, I just need to drive. And it's so funny because I needed to drive, and I went to go get myself a coffee. Like, and I told him too that sometimes it feels really bad that you just, I don't know, it feels kind of selfish that you're gonna go get a coffee when you're thinking since last night, like, oh my god, like if I go anywhere else other than Costco to buy this milk, I'm paying the same amount for 1 gallon that I pay for like 2 gallons here. I don't know. You talk to your plants a lot? I talk to Mercedes. I don't know if you could see her over here, but like she's my little dog. We go for walks, right? And I just have full on conversations. I think my neighbors think I'm crazy. I really do think that they think I'm crazy that I come. Like, my husband sometimes walks in and I'm asking Mercedes, well, did you like that, like, meal from yesterday? Like, yeah, I have a dog too. Do you talk to them like crazy? Like, I do. I personally have full on conversations. Welcome in, Stefio. The sea witch may hold many of the answers. Welcome in, Jordan. You do? I talk to myself a lot. Might be why I'm not okay. Girl, I'm there with you. Don't worry. Welcome in, old Mo. How you doing today? But, you know, it's just hard. It's hard for everyone. And, you know, I think that's the part that kind of kicks me in the butt more, knowing that I'm not the only one going through this. Because I feel that if I were the only one going through this, then it would feel a little bit more fair in a way, but knowing that there's so many other people and it's not just a handful of people in the same dilemma, it just makes it even harder to just be okay with it, you know? I don't know. I don't know. I digress. I'm going down a rabbit hole. Alright. The sea witch may hold many of the answers we seek. I suggest you start by exploring the beach to the south. Yay! At least I could say that I got my fast travel. Yay! Well, now, see, my daughter had this game for about a year and had this profile for a year, but she would always go to the castle to unlock characters. That this is the first time we're actually opening up Dazzle Beach. Like I said, it's not her fault. She can't read. She's 6 years old. I feel so proud though. She's about to finish kindergarten.
Well, hello.
Playing Dreamlight Valley makes everything better. Doesn't it, Brittany? I think so. I think so. This is my catharsis game. Before this, you know what I used to use as my catharsis game? I used to play Diablo 3. So I was super excited when Diablo 4 came out, but then was super disappointed because it didn't give me that same catharsis feeling. And then Dreamlight Valley came around and I was like, yes, yes, please. I'll stick to this. Like, my husband was so shocked that I didn't leave Dreamlight Valley to go to Diablo. And I'm like, Diablo is not giving me what I need right now. Welcome in, Cal Rose. I started playing when I was going through something rough. When the game first launched. Then Oh, if you were going through something rough and you were really paying attention to the story, were you okay? Stopped playing for a year plus. See, I stopped playing after my son was born because I just couldn't play while, like, baby was there. And I got so backlogged. Like, I have so many, like, character quests now. It was before getting to the forgetting storyline, thankfully. Oof. Yeah. It's kind of rough. My sister, when she played it, like, she was really into that story too, that we kind of had to, like, pull her back a little bit. I don't know. I think they did such a great job with the storyline. Like, you don't have to put that much thought into a game sometimes, especially if it's a cozy game, because you're just gonna go ahead and play, like, do whatever it is that you want to do. But quite honestly, I applaud them because every single storyline that they have made has definitely resonated with me, and I know that I'm not the only one. And sometimes you just need that reminder. Like, I seriously needed the reminder of becoming a kid again and dreaming again with Wish Blossom Rants. Happy tears and relief. Oh, okay, hold on. I came back about a month ago and I'm a lot stronger. Not perfect, of course, and it made me cry. Oh, tears of relief. You felt better, huh? Yeah. Oh, I'm so happy you feel a little bit better now, though. I've just been decorating. Very relaxing. See, I wish I could say decorating is relaxing to me. I normally just, like, dig holes everywhere and plant stuff. That's why I have a huge, like, in mine, I definitely have a huge like, my floating island for the plaza is all, I call that my bank because it's all pumpkins. It took me maybe about 5 hours in total to basically dig all the holes that I needed and plant all the pumpkins that I needed to put it there. So glad to hear you're on the up. Keep it up. Yeah. It was the right timing to come back and then release Pocahontas not after I came back. Ooh. I have an island that is all pumpkins. Yeah, I did that too. I did that too. Brittany, yes, so relaxing. And you feel so accomplished when you see what you have made. Playing alongside me. How far have you gone, Crystal? I know that you just restarted right now. I don't want to pick them because it looks so awesome. I know. The same thing with me. Like, that floating island, I have a little, like, house in the middle with the wishing well, and then all around it, like, I did, like, a little, like, fence, I think. I don't even remember if I put the fence on that one or not. And then everything else around it is all the pumpkins. But it took me quite a while to get all those holes digged up and, like, plant everything. I think I basically decided to put the house there, and I haven't even set up my whole kitchen, but it only has a stove and refrigerators so that I could put food in there and basically eat, because my whole inventory while I was doing that was either pumpkin seeds or, like, different foods, just so that I could keep going and, like, keep planting. It was a lot of fun. And I just got, congratulations, Jade. You can now visit the beach. Yay! Planting is so relaxing. That's my go-to. Like, I'll go like, oh. Where'd she go? Oh no. Planting to me is relaxing. Also, like, going to like my little gardens and kind of like getting that stuff too. Like anything that has to do with the gardening. And then since I also have like in mine, this whole area right here became an orchard. So if so much, I'll go like every single one of my DLCs has an orchard. I'll go to the orchards and just pick all that fruit. Welcome in, Carl. Yay, level 9. Okay. Now let's go back to Merlin. Let's chat it up. Where'd you go? You went over here. Hold on. She's moving too slow for me. I like the dash. Oh, nice. I love that idea. Yeah! I have an orchard in every single one. The only one that I haven't done my orchard for yet is definitely Wish Blossom. But other than that, like, I have my orchard in the aisle where it's the ruins, I believe. I think that's the name of that place. And it's, like, so perfectly, because you have to go upstairs and you oversee that other area of the ruins. That's where I have it. And then, that's for the aisle. In, Vale, I have it in the bind. That has to be my favorite expansion so far because of the art that goes in with the books and stuff. That is like my favorite backdrop for almost every single like Dream Snap that I do. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you for the love. What's up? Aphasia? I want to say it's aphasia. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. Welcome in. I see you're a VTuber. Do you play Dreamlight Valley? Yes. Well met and all that. Jazzy, welcome in. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. It's Thursday. It's almost Friday. This morning I actually woke up thinking it was Friday. I was like, oh crap. But I do have to say that it hit me really hard to know that the whole week had passed by already. Continue nurturing your friendships and curiosity. They'll be your greatest strength. And you'll need all the help you can get. I fear that Dreamlight Valley won't be truly safe until we can find and return all the orbs to their rightful place. Find them and restore the pillars. We're counting on you, Jade. Yay! Dream Teams is up! Yay. Let's see. By choosing confirm below, you're acknowledging that you will now be able to play Dreamlight Valley with other players on other platforms. Your valley will remain accessible by invitation only. Nice. Yay! I can start sharing stuff with myself. Hold on. I feel like I should probably go and like... What was it? Hold on. Let me see if I remember what my thingy was. Yoya Zohana! Crystal, are you on? This one's it. Yoya's Ohana. Join. Welcome in, Brittany. Yoya's Ohana. Hold on. Oh, hey, give me 1 second. Here, I'm going to put it in the comments for you. Yoya's Ohana. The Comfy. Welcome in. Willow. Welcome in. Yay! I just unlocked dream teams for my daughter's profile. Thank you for the likes. Welcome in, Kathy. Hope you guys are having all a wonderful day. I am working on my daughter's profile. She is 6 years old and just wants to play with different characters and make up her own stories. So therefore, I take care of the storyline. We did have to reset it. Because she got very, very happy just going to the castle and unlocking everything. So she couldn't do anything else. Yoya Zohana, and that's my dream team. Yay! Okay, I'll log in today and approve it. Hold on. Maybe I could do it right now. How can I do it? How do I exit? Oh. Alright, so Dream Teams is up. See this right here? Hold on. Treasure Hunter event. Ooh, is this something new? What is this? Ooh! Starts in 5 days. Treasure hunt event. I think we did this last year too, right? Or is this new? Prepare yourself for a summer of adventure with Treasure Hunt event. Every day you can find a new treasure trove clue by digging. Ooh, I don't like digging. Like digging, looking for something digging. I usually don't do that. Okay, now I have to do that. Okay, you can also find an additional treasure trove clue by fishing. But first you must have unlocked the Peaceful Meadow, Dazzle Beach, and Forest of Valor, and Glade of Trust. Oh my god, my daughter's not going to be able to get this stuff. The treasures must be completed within the day. Oh, otherwise there won't be a new treasure. There won't be a new treasure note until the next day. Oh, interesting. Solve enough riddles and you'll be rewarded with treasures fit of pirate royalty. Ooh, this sounds fun. I don't know if we had this last time. I mostly play RPGs or puzzle games like Zelda, Pokemon, 7 Days of, or Palia. Ooh, what's 7 days? I've never heard of that. What's 7 days? See, I personally love platformers and cozy games. So, like, this is definitely my #1 cozy game to go to. And then when I'm not here, so this is my daughter's profile, but I usually have my profile. And I'm normally on my profile like 24/7, realistically speaking. And then if I'm not playing that, I'm playing Pokopia. And then on Sundays on here, I'm streaming Rayman Legends because that's one of my favorite platformers. So I'm revisiting some of my favorite platformers, definitely. But welcome in. Yeah, so tell me what 7 days is. That sounds interesting. Palia. Some people have told me to play Palia, but I don't know if I want to get into another into it. I feel like I'm gonna start so many different games that I feel like I'm not gonna have enough time in the day to like do stuff. 7 days. I have to look that up. Let's see. Duties. What duties do we have? We don't have anything yet. Okay. Yay! Okay, so let's see. What else do I have here? Dream Snaps. Can I do Dream Snap stat? No. Unlock Dream Snap feature by progressing further in Dreamlight's story. Okay. So no Dream Snaps yet. I need Dream Snaps to unlock so that I can start having like some of these moonstones available. I'm not going to touch any of those moonstones, even though let's kind of take a look over this here. We know that me personally, I definitely love all our little buildings. So like that Teapot Garden house, I don't have that one. I would definitely love it. If only I had all the money in the world to be able to do it. So what other games do you play? Like I said, I play mostly platformers. Right now I don't think I found like a new platformer that I really love. I think the one that I'm still kind of finishing up is definitely Silksong. Yeah, I think it's Silksong. I consider that to be a platformer. I know some people might argue with me, but I personally think that it's a platformer because it has those same mechanics. And then, so that's one of the ones that I'm currently playing. I'm replaying Rayman. I play Dreamlight, and then I also play Pocopia. Pocopia is very high on that list that I play. Then from there, I kind of like range here and there. I sometimes I'll even ask my husband for like a recommendation. Before I took a break before the holiday was over, like before the holidays, he was picking my games, and I would have like a kind of like blind date with a game, and he would choose some interesting ones for me. Like he had me play Hades. I've never played Hades before. I do like roguelikes, but one of my favorite roguelikes that I always keep going back to is like Gods Among Us or something like that. I have to check the name. I haven't played it in a while, and if I'm being honest with you, I'm so bad with names. I'm like, oh yeah, it's that one that I like. But it's a roguelike. It's Gods. I have to check the name. But I did enjoy playing Hades, but I haven't gone back in a while. Um, and then let me see what else. I enjoy watching games too, like first person shooters. I can tell you personally, I cannot do them. Battle royales, I cannot do them, and so I'll watch other people play that. Oh yeah, there are great. Yeah. So I love watching other people play them. Like for example, Apex Legends, I will watch, like I will go scroll through and see who's playing and just kind of like pop my head in. I love the stories behind the legends, which is the same reason why I like Overwatch. I don't play it, but I watch it. But if so much, I love when a new trailer is released for a new legend or a new player on Overwatch. By the way, have you thought about using custom stuff for your channel? Custom stuff like what? Because I'll be honest with you, I've had my Twitch channel for so many years, but I've never really streamed there. I started streaming on Twitch probably at the beginning of February, I think, or probably less than February. So I'm still kind of like getting to know the lay of the land as far as like how graphics are and stuff like that, even though I'm using Meld. But it's definitely still something that I'm kind of like learning to do. Custom stuff like logos, banners, overlays, screens, panels. Yeah, or VTuber model. So I'm curious to know a little bit more about the VTuber model. Not necessarily like I could tell you everything that you see there at the bottom, like that little image, that's a custom image I had created. I also did my custom line at the bottom too. But so I'm not like, now would you like to see some of my recent creative? Sure. Do you create your own VTuber? Well, I'm a graphic artist since 4 or 5 years professionally on commission. Okay, yeah, I've worked with commissions before. Like that little graphic that you see at the bottom corner, I commissioned that. Bell's Cottage. This is one that I want for myself so badly. And I have to see how much I have because I need to get this before it's gone. Even though we had this conversation yesterday, you guys, we talked about how even if we missed it, because I missed the corgi. I didn't get the corgi. I have the French bakery as one of my favorites, but I think I might have to replace it with this one. Ooh, the Husky's on here right now. Nice. I feel like they made this section a little bigger, the recommended section, because I remember we only had 2 options and now I see 6. Is that something new? I'll definitely send you over my info. I don't necessarily have it memorized, but I could definitely send you over my info. You could also head over to some of my socials, and it's the same name as my username here, which is Yoya is Fines. You could also send me a DM on Blue Sky, and I could send it to you. Free. Okay. Alright, let's take a look here. I think the new one, Dreamlight. How much was that? That was 15 to unlock Dazzle Beach, right? I forgot that they did this. I'll keep an eye on you on Insta if you want to send a follow, and then I'll go ahead and take a look at your work there. That's cool. How long have you been doing graphic design for? So I could share my work with you on there. Yeah. It's just, I'll go ahead and put the... But yeah, I forgot that they released this. This all came from the Alice in the Wonderland one, right? I have to like go in and see what I need to do to complete it. I know that on my profile, I just have to do like the daily routines, these right here. And then I'll be cashing in all of my stuff. Vanessa, darling, how are you today? Welcome in, Books and Coffee. Ooh, what book are you reading right now? I feel like I need some recommendations. I haven't read in a while. I just realized that. Thanks for the follow. Yeah, if you want to, give me like a book recommendation. I haven't like done any reading in a while. I feel like I'm about to sit down with a book, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, well, now I'm gonna have to do this. Thank you, books. Am I gonna get it? Did I get it? Did I get it? Yay! I got it! Woo! Okay. Alright. Let's clean up some stuff here. I should probably take a look at Merlin, because he probably already has like the next storyline mission, right? Hey, Yoya, I'm doing good. I'm still working on the bathroom. Ooh. You know, I'm going to kind of expect pictures of this bathroom once you guys are done. What made you get rid of the tub, by the way? Like, is it one of those things that you guys don't use it? Because, like, when we were looking for a house, I seriously wondered to myself, like, is it... Because I saw some houses that didn't have tubs in the master bathroom. And so it made me wonder, and it had like a large shower. Yes, welcome in. It made me wonder if that's like a thing, like an aesthetic thing, or a personal thing as to choosing a larger shower than a bathtub. I'm a bathtub person. Like, I want to take a bath every once in a while. Thanks for the likes, books. I'm trying to figure out what to do with my Dream Snap submission for this week. I haven't even read what's the topic. Hold on. Let's take a look. Oh, I can't on this profile. This is my daughter's profile. Guess what? I unlocked Dazzle Beach for my daughter now. So now we're exploring Dazzle Beach. Let's see. Welcome to Storybrooke Vale? Oh, yeah! I forgot. She has the version that has, like, this DLC. I got the version that had the DLC when it came up. The one that has the veil and, Wish Blossom, I think? Yeah, Wish Blossom. When it was on sale. Because I was like, I know I'm going to need this for her. What level are you on? So, for this profile? Yes, we used it when my family member and I were younger. But when I never use it to the bathtub anymore. That makes sense. So this profile here, I think the character, we made it to level 9. I think we're at level 9 right now. And we just unlocked Dazzle Beach. So I think you missed this part, books and coffee. But like my daughter, this is my daughter's profile. Yeah, I can follow you. Please follow me back on Insta. I will definitely follow you on Insta, don't worry. And I'll check out your stuff there. But my daughter loved watching me Dreamlight Valley because I've been playing like since forever. I think I got it after like maybe about 3 months it had already been like initially launched. And I went ahead and I got it, and she has been watching me play ever since, right? And she started asking if she could play, so I made her a profile, and this is her profile. But the only thing is that when she would be with her babysitter, she would ask her babysitter to help her unlock all these characters, but they would get all the characters from the castle. And she quickly learned that that was probably not the best idea she could do, because she couldn't, me personally, I'm basically like, I'm all the way to 40, so I'm super excited that we get to do, we're going to be able to like level up to 50 now. I have all 3 DLCs. So I have Wish Blossom, I have the Veil and the Isle. But when my son was born, I actually did take a break. So I haven't, I have such a backlog of character quests. I had it 100%ed, and then all of a sudden during the time that my son was there, when my son came into the picture, I stopped playing as often, and therefore I kind of, if you were to see my profile, I have a huge backlog of all the character quests. And I was super excited because I finally finished the Veil storyline. I think it was last week. But my level is level 40. So there's some things that I know that I can do that I can't do with my daughter's profile. So I'm like, oh wait, I can't do that yet. I really want to get my mom on this game. She followed me on Pokemon Go. Really? That sounds like fun. So, welcome in series. So I was like, play Dreamlight Valley. Hey, I got my sister to start playing. And apparently I got my daughter too. Welcome in, Toofy. So, it's possible. You can do it. She'll have fun too. Is she like she loved Disney? Yes. There you are. Good. Let's see. A new enchantment. Let's start this quiz. Jade, there you are. I'm conducting a study of magic in the village. Welcome in, Rin. And I could use your assistance. What do you say? I can never get her to sit down with me and play with me. No? Don't worry. Give her some time. You know what I did with my sister? What I did with my sister was that she would be playing. Welcome in. she would be playing. She would sit down and watch. Okay, she would sit down and watch, and I would always be like, "Hey, do you want to play?" And she was like, "No, no, 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 I'm fine." And I would be like, "Oh, okay." And then all of a sudden, like my daughter would need something, and I would be like, "Oh, I'm right in." Like I would play it off like, "Oh man, I'm on this," and then because she would be paying attention to the story, right? So I would be like, "You know what? Just go ahead, take the remote, the controller from me, and just play this part for me." And so I would leave her alone with my controller and like that game part when I would put my daughter to sleep or whatever it might be. And then from there, slowly, she was like, okay, well, maybe. And so then I started letting her play bigger sessions on my profile. It hurt me because I would wanted to play too. And then finally one day she asked me to play, and I was like, why don't I just make you your own profile? While you're here, you could essentially use my, like, my game as long as I'm signed in, but you signed into the game under you could go ahead and play and you don't have to worry about it. She got so hooked. She started playing maybe a month before my husband and I went on our honeymoon. When we went to our honeymoon and I came back, like, she was so hooked that she told me that there were days that she didn't even realize. I was like, oh my god, that's so bad. She wouldn't even realize that she was playing for several hours, that it was already 4 a.m., sometimes 6 a.m., and when she would look outside, like the sun was there. Este, how are you, my love? What you doing? So she got so hooked that when I came back from my honeymoon, she was already like halfway through the story. She was already level 20 at that point. And then a week later, you're working. How about me? I'm sitting here playing Dreamlight Valley, my daughter's profile. I'm trying to get everything unlocked for her. And it's kind of going good. I unlocked Dazzle Beach, so we're getting progress. And I get distracted like crazy, so even double dog dare her to try it and do my dream step submission. See why I struggle a lot. Well, okay, in her defense, trying to like keep up the level of your dream snaps, like I wouldn't be able to do that. So I understand why she said no. I haven't checked my Insta yet. I definitely have to get back to you on that. Let me see that. Welcome in, Fighter. How are you today? Okay, I got you. Aphasia? Am I saying that right? I got you. Um, hey bestie, my day has been good. That's good. Are you working today? But I definitely suggest that you slowly just hand her the remote control and like the controller and be like, you know what? I have to go to the bathroom. Can you just finish this little thing for me? But then again, I will say that it was easier to get my sister hooked because of the whole fact that I was still doing storyline. So she was like inside the story. So if you do decide to like essentially welcome back, books. So if you do essentially decide to create another profile or restart your game, have her do some of the storyline. I think that's how you're gonna get her hooked. That's how I got my sister hooked. I'm on the second floor and she's on the first floor. Oh. Then yeah, you're definitely gonna have to like uh find some common ground here. I don't know. You said that you have your laptop. Do you play on your laptop? And I could use your assistance. What do you say? Let's do it. Welcome in, Greenrich. So what level are you on personally? I'm basically level 40. I'm looking forward to the update to getting to level 50. If so much the thing, like I have finished all the storylines, main storylines for all DLCs, and oh my god, the same thing happened to me. Yeah. Yeah. However, my daughter's profile, that's why I'm like taking some time on doing her profile. She's now level 9. If so much, welcome in, Blake Higgins. Um, I still have a lot of character quests that I have to kind of get through. That's what I'm working on my story. I'm on my end. But yeah, that's what I'm working on my end. Sorry, got a little distracted here. Level 35? Ooh. So wait, have you done any of the DLCs or you're just working on the main game right now? And I could use your assistance. What do you say? Let's do this. For Dreamlight Valley, you're on level 35. But do you have any other DLCs that you're also doing, or you're just doing Dreamlight Valley and just leveling up through there? Marvelous. Now to assist me, you must first hone your magical skill. Oh, okay. So have you heard of the Isle? Eternity Isle was the first DLC that they launched. Then after that was Storybrooke Vale, which was the second DLC that was released almost 2 years ago now. Yeah, 2 years ago. And then Wish Blossom Ranch is the DLC that they released last year. Did you get any of those? But can we please get pin more items in the premium shop? I know. I need to be able to save more items on there. You have them all? So you're just focusing on Dreamlight right now. And then you'll move on to the DLC. I actually don't. I think you could actually play the DLC because right now I got the message that I can go to Storybrooke Vale on this profile. So I guess Storybrooke Vale, you don't have to finish the whole game before getting a chance to go over. Marvelous. Now, to assist me, you must first hone your magical skills. Not it. Okay. So, what's your favorite thing about the game so far? Like, what got you hooked? How long have you been playing? I guess I could start there. How long have you been playing and what got you hooked? Tell me, what do you want most from Magic? Understand it better. That is very wise. Learning how to use magic is one thing, but it's a far different challenge to understand how it works. We shall begin with gathering dream shards. They are potent materials used to craft any magical item. Welcome back, Crystal, because I can rotate. You moved over to YouTube so you can rotate the phone. Oh yeah, I realized you can't do that on TT. I didn't even think of that. Oh, welcome, welcome. You're playing right now? Yeah, I usually find it like nice to kind of like play along with somebody who's like live streaming. Not only do you have like the conversation sometimes, but sometimes it's also like, "Oh, I have a question for you. What do you do here?" Especially if you're still learning the game. I've been playing since late November 2023. You know, I don't even remember, but I think that's around the same time it released, isn't it? Or at least that was the year it released, was it? I can't remember. I don't think I remember how long ago I've been playing this game actually. I know that my husband tried showing it to me when it first was released. Welcome in, Corey. And I didn't quite pay attention to him. Um and then out of nowhere I was like, "Ooh, let's give this a try." And then he had already downloaded it for me. And then I finally gave it a try and I never looked back. Never looked back. I did take a break after my son was born though. And it's been so hard to kind of like catch up if I'm being honest with you. I have so many character quests on my profile. You'll find them trapped inside the Night Thorns. Deal. Let's see. What do you want me to do? Bring night shards to... I think I have some in my inventory. Let's see. Here. Have some. Come back here. No te vayas. Stay. Yes, I play alongside you when you play on live most of the time. Yeah, join me. The only thing is that right now, when I'm live on Thursdays, I could tell you I'm usually playing on this profile, which is my daughter's profile. But I don't know. I feel like I should start streaming at night again. At night is my catharsis time where I relax and stuff, and so that's why usually I play my game. But definitely, I don't know. Maybe I should start going live at night again. I don't know. I've been playing 3 to 4 years. Yeah. Oh, so you've been playing a while. How have you been taking breaks between? And that's why you're level 35 right now? I'm not trying to like make any judgments, but I'm assuming that you probably took some breaks in between. Because it took me a while to get to level 40, but especially when I would take some breaks. Oh, my friend. New enchantment. Bravo! You collected dream shards, the raw material of magic. Okay. So you kind of like had it downloaded for a while and just let it sit there for a bit. Which is great because quite honestly, when there have been so many things that they have changed too, that I feel that's why I feel happy that I get to kind of like do the storyline for my daughter, because there are some things that I'm applying to her game that I wish I would have known for when I was playing my game. Like for example, I basically played the whole game, and back then like they were releasing doors little by little, so they weren't all available to me, right? But definitely, I lost my Switch and had to restart on a new one. Oh no! Similar thing happened to me. As far as like losing my Switch. My profile has always been here on Xbox. I did buy it for the Switch so I could crossplay because I was traveling. But luckily, where I lost my my Switch, I didn't have to like... I didn't want to spend... Oh no! So I'm guessing you replaced your Switch, because I think you said that you're playing on Switch. Oh no. Now you must combine them and release their power. Yeah. Oh, I hate when that happens. I'm sorry. Do this at your crafting station. Neat. Indeed, crafting something new is one of the most basic forms of magic, and one for which you clearly have an aptitude. Come back to me with the results. You got it. Welcome in, Berlin. Lock check done. On to voicemail. Alright, that means you're gonna have us on mute. You're just gonna have us on mute for a bit, aren't ya? Let's go up. But yeah, so there's a couple of things that I applied to her game that I wish I kind of knew beforehand. But you know, it's okay. They've made a couple of different changes. I swear, TT hates me. Oh no, did it like block your comments again? Girl, you missed it. It had already like, you know that little calling thingy? The calling sound? It did that earlier. I'm not sure why. I think I don't know. I sometimes think that when it comes to TT, people just like to troll and like just be like, bye bitch. Apple! Okay, usually I don't go running for these because I never catch them. I only run for the coins. I really only run for the coins. Those are the only ones I can know for sure that I'm actually going to get all of them. Even though when you do Wish Blossom Ranch, okay, you do Blossom Ranch, and you do and you get the coins, and you're on the horse. Ooh, I hate that. I can never get them because I get so stuck with the horse. Lexi Morgan, welcome in. Let's see. Let's craft. Like this right here, this would have made it so much more easier if that was there from the beginning. If TT keeps doing this to me, then sure enough, I'll be saying bye, Felicia. you should join me on the YT and Purple app communities here. Let's see. Should I use all that Dreamlight? No. How many do I need? Craft Dreamlight. I guess I can only do one. I should... Oh no, this crafts the Dreamlight. See, I forgot what I was doing. Yeah, we might as well... Oh, actually, I know... Let's just do that. Okay. I crafted Dreamlight. Yay! Return to Merlin. Where is he? I should just make you my buddy. I don't like walking slow. Gotta collect those the best we can. Alright.
Well, hello.
Greetings, my friend. A new enchantment. Jade, how good to see you. Now tell me, what did you make out of dream shards? I combined them and got Dreamlight. Pure Dreamlight. Fascinating and somewhat ominous. You found the shards in the Night Thorns. That means, well, you can discern what that means. The word choice on this stuff. I am going to be headed out soon, especially because it's almost time that I go get the kiddos. It means the thorns are made out of Dreamlight. The Dreamlight must be coming from somewhere. That should be Dream Thorns. I could be sarcastic. My daughter's pretty sarcastic, so I guess she could be like, it could be kind of sarcastic. Indeed, likely from the village, but Night Thorns are like weeds feeding on broken shards of dreams, devouring our home. That's so dark. See, like I said, I remember this story, but I don't like some of the... When is my next live? So, I promised Vanessa on here that my streaming schedule is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. Usually, when I play Dreamlight during the day, it's during this time, so Wednesdays, because I also do Lego, okay? And so, I'll be live tomorrow, but I'll be live building Eevee. So, remember, Vanessa, I'm doing this one for ya. She wants to see how big Eevee is because she's she's not sure whether she wants to purchase it or not. So I promised her that I was gonna build this on stream for Friday stream. And then aside from that schedule, Sunday, I'll be going live with in the evening, like around 8 o'clock, and I will be going live with Rayman Legends, one of my favorite platformers and one of my games. What days again? I got to write it down. So I go live on Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays. So what I usually do is Wednesdays is usually my build day. So right now, currently, I am building the World Cup. Okay. And on Wednesdays, for this build in particular, I have my sister joining me too. So we kind of have like a chat along, and we like pick different topics. She asks me questions, and we kind of do like interview style. and while I'm building. So that's what's going on Wednesdays. I usually go Wednesdays live at 12 p.m. Eastern time. And then from there, Dreamlight Valley, I go live on Thursdays starting at 1 o'clock. Today I started a little bit later, but 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And right now, what I'm working on during those live streams is it's mostly my daughter's profile. I love to get on here, and then sometimes I meet new people that have just started playing the game, and I'll kind of like give them some of the advice that I have taken on, especially while doing this new build, right? And I normally focus on that for Thursday stream. And then Friday stream is my pick all. So whether I'm doing Dreamlight, I could do Lego. Thursday and Wednesday, I'll essentially ask you guys what you guys want to see happen, which is how we got to Lego Eevee Pokemon for Friday stream. So tomorrow I'll be going live at 12:30 with Pokemon. And then on Sunday is my little kind of like catch-all day. Usually it's a little bit slower, so that's when I take advantage and I play platformers. Because otherwise, I get so distracted that I wouldn't be able to get through my playthrough. And it's funny because Rayman is one of my favorite games, and I 100%ed it and everything, and I realized that I did that on my husband's profile, so now I kind of have to start all over on my profile. So I'll be live on Sunday with Rayman. I'll be getting through all of the second world because I did all of the first world on Sunday. So that's the platform that I'm playing right now. And then from there, I always encourage, hey, go ahead and follow me on social. I have Blue Sky, TikTok, Instagram, and username is at Yoya's Finds. I'll go ahead and put it in the chat. At Yoya Finds. And you can find me with this name across all of my socials, which would basically be all of, you can find me on YouTube, you can find me on Twitch. Twitch is new, okay? Twitch is new. But you can find me on Twitch, you can find me on TikTok, you can find me on Instagram, everywhere with this name. It's pretty unison. I was lucky enough to make sure that everything likes that. And then my Blue Sky. If you're on YouTube and you use Post, sometimes I also announce when I'm going live there too. But have you played Heartopia? I have not played Heartopia. I have heard about Heartopia. I'm not quite sure. I've seen ads and stuff for it. And I know that TikTok sometimes does like promotions with it. But I have not played it yet. Do you play it? Do you like it? I have not played Heartopia, but there's another cozy game that Crystal knows that I kind of like started dabbling in, and it's the developer is actually part of the development team is actually a friend of mine, and it's called Crystal. You can tell me if I'm saying this wrong, but I think it's Vending Dokkan. You can find it on Steam. I have to like get the name again, but like I'll kind of like switch off and on between my platformers and my cozy games. That's for sure. I believe you. I know I say it wrong all the time because like sometimes I think of other games that she has had. I don't remember what the other one is, but she's done 2 cozy games. I haven't given them a shot yet, but I know the Vending Dokkan is the one that I'm like super excited to try. I just have to like make my way over to Steam and like wishlist it and like add it, because I think she has a demo out already. But I have not done Heartopia, though I kind of want to. I love how TikTok tries to like tell me what to do. Anyways, it's like, do you want to invite somebody to your stream? I'm like, well, I'm kind of finishing off on my end. But yeah, so you can also, if you follow me on TikTok, If you send anything over in my direction, I always recommend send your daily heart. Once you do your daily heart, you could actually go into notifications and actually turn on notifications so you get told whenever I go live. But if you send in your daily heart, you just have to send it once and then you become part of the yogis. Um, yes, you are a yogi if you're part of my little fan club on TikTok. Um, and you could turn on notifications there. It only takes one time for you to be like to do the daily heart me and then it'll show up. The daily heart. So in the gifts portion, if you send a gift, I don't know if you could see it actually. Let me see here. I'm gonna show you using my phone. So if you go over here, okay, you see the bottom. If you go to the little gift right there, this is how you could send gifts to some of your creators. The one that I always recommend, like you're not gonna find me here asking you for anything, but the one that I normally ask for, and you'll always see as part of my goal, my live goal, is going to be this middle one right here with the little heart with a happy face. That's the daily heart me. And once you send that once, you're technically part. You'll see some people on here, like if you scroll back on the top and you take a look at a user by the name of Bertha, or I don't know, or you also my shop one, you'll see that they have like a little tag next to their name that says Yogi, and that just means that they're part of the fan club. So that means that they have sent daily hearts and they kind of get the notifications and stuff. That also makes it a little bit easier for me too, because when I go live, I can send you the notification that I'm about to go live. I still haven't. Aside from that, that's why when you said that Discord, I'm like, well, I guess that would kind of be a little bit easier to put all of that together for all the different socials and stuff. It's just another thing. I'm not sure. One more thing to add to the pile. But anyways, if you send that daily heart meal on TikTok, you can turn on the notifications. I know that with YouTube, you could go ahead and set up notifications for some of your favorite creators, especially when they go live. And I believe it's the same thing with Twitch. I haven't messed around with Twitch a lot. I should probably do that. But also, I've been starting to get into the habit that if you follow me on social, you'll see it in my stories when I go live. Like, for example, my scheduled time to go live on... Welcome in, Ava. My scheduled time to go live on Wednesdays is 12, but, like, I had some errands to run, so I went ahead and I posted saying that we were going to be live at 1 o'clock. And the same thing with today, too. So, like I said, at YOYAFINDS on all social platforms, you'll find me there. Yeah. Let me finish this part. So, if you're interested in talking shop, you know I'm always here. You know I'm always here, so... Like, I'm always here if you need to listen to or if you want to just bounce off some ideas. I like our brainstorm sessions. Usually it gets me so distracted from Dreamlight. Night Thorns are far more sinister than I'd realize. We must learn more. Perhaps studying another valley flora will probably provide some insight. It will be helpful for you to gather fruit and herbs from the plaza and meadow. Alright. But we're actually going to stop there because I need to get ready and things situated for when kiddos get home. But as always, I want to thank you because I know that anywhere, like you could be anywhere else on the internet and you chose to kind of stick around with me and talk shop about random stuff. Sometimes it's Dreamlight Valley, sometimes it's something else. Love you, girly, always. Of course, I love you guys. And, you know, I appreciate it when you guys just stop by and just send in your little hello. You don't have to stick around for the whole thing, but I truly appreciate it. And I love acknowledging all of you guys that say hi. So I want to thank you guys for just hanging out. Aside from that, you can catch me tomorrow. I'll be going live at 12:30 Eastern Time. And we'll get started on Pokemon. This one is 586 pieces. I'm assuming that I will probably get this one done with my distractions and everything, maybe on a 3-hour session. So we'll see. Anyways, this is the one that we're building tomorrow. If you have it at home and you want to build with me, definitely let me know. Send me pictures, tag me on social, let me know that you're going to be building with me tomorrow. I definitely love when we get a chance to like kind of bounce off stuff. 12:30 Eastern time. I think for you, because if I remember correctly, you're in like Texas time zone. I think that's gonna be 10:30 a.m. Yeah, I think it's gonna be 10:30 a.m. But anyways, I love you guys, and I love that you guys come and hang out with me. And I hope to see you guys tomorrow, and we'll get our build on. Other than that, follow me on social, Yoya Finds, across all platforms, and you could definitely get the notification of when I go live. Now, for that special moment that every yogi knows, is that awkward moment of when I actually get offline. Just let things go. Alright. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. I should probably work on like actually